We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from... This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Washington football team. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
They run the counter now on first down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Ball carrier.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Throwing is McDonald. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's McDonald. Flush to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
7-yard line.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. But now it's 3rd and goal.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bless on Austin. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 27-yard line.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First down.
We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr
At the 42-yard line.
dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. Give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And the Raiders.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Carr now on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchup, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First down, Raiders.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
44, Mike, 44.
On first down, McDonald flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal.
Let's go, baby.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
leads to 2nd and goal.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's McDonald to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Carr now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, it's Carr. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's third and short.
It's third down and 1 yard to go.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Carr to throw again. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They'll find Williams on the slant. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
The ball carrier.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down and 4. Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Raider first down, Hunter Renfrow.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Carr completes it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for only a couple.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Carr going to get this to Jacobs. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. That's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This pass from Carr taken in by Waller. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Complete to Darren.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the... And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A big hitter to start the drive has them up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at FedEx Field. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Out of the gun, McDonald escaping the pressure right. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Number 28, Josh.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. 20.
It don't even matter.
10,
It don't matter.
5.
It's okay.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brian Edwards. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And is really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Defense. You said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
35-yard line.
They'll go option to the short side. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. McDonald rolling to his right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
On the throwaway.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. McDonald, they'll roll him out right. And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst able to record his 5th sack of the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. And they give this time to the tailback. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 4th down, McDonald eluding the pressure right. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs, the ball.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd down.
Give it to Jacobs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Las Vegas, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Washington, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9 and 7. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.